Good evening all. Am I audible? Is my screen is visible? Is my screen is visible? Good evening all. Preeti, good evening. Pai Sharma, good evening. Venkateshwaran, good evening. Suresh, good evening. Let us wait for a few minutes for the remaining members. So yesterday I explained about the assignment, the first assignment and the community link and how to join the group and everything and all. Have you submitted your assignments? So please make sure that after submitting your assignment on the LinkedIn group or Facebook group, make sure that you have copy and paste that link in the Google form also. After submitting your assignment in the group, you must copy that link and you have to paste that link in the Google form also. So please make sure that you have pasted your link in the Google form. I have provided all the links in yesterday's class. I go through the assignments. I think around 40 to 50 members have submitted the assignments and some of them provided with the hardware connection and some of them has provided with the screenshot with like simulation. So it's good to see you have all tried the code and the connection, everything and all. Okay, shall we start the class? Shall we start? Good evening, Chandru. Okay, so coming to today's topic, today we are going to see IoT based event management system using RFID and ThinkSpeak. So first let me give an introduction about this topic. So the Internet of Things has revolutionized the way we interact with technology. It allows us to connect everyday devices to the internet, right? And we can exchange data with other devices and services. So one of the exciting applications of IoT is event management systems. So which enable event organizers to track attendees, monitor equipment and manage logistics in real time. So in this context, RFID, which is radio frequency identification technology, has emerged as a powerful tool for tracking and identifying objects. So RFID tags can be attached to objects, people or animals, and the information they contain can be read wirelessly by RFID readers. So when combined with IoT, RFID can enable real-time tracking and monitoring of objects and people. So here we are going to use ThinkSpeak web server. So it is a IoT platform that allows user to collect, store and analyze sensor data from a wide range of devices. It provides an easy to use interface for data analysis and visualization, making it an ideal platform for building IoT applications. So in this project, we will explore the development of IoT based event management system using RFID and ThinkSpeak web server. So the system will use RFID tags to track attendees, equipment and other objects as the event. So the RFID reader will transmit the data to a ThinkSpeak web server where it will be stored and analyzed. So the system will also provide real-time updates and alerts to event organizers, enabling them to manage the event more efficiently. Overall, this project demonstrates the potential of IoT and RFID technologies in event management and highlights the benefit of using an IoT platform like ThinkSpeak for data collection and analysis. So RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification. It is a very simple and inexpensive piece of technology that can be used to make applications such as RFID based door lock, security system, employee attendance system, RFID door lock and RFID based voting machine, toll collection system, etc. So here I thought of building an RFID based IoT enabled event management system, so that only monitors the entry log but with the help of IoT technology and can also send the log and entry data directly to a dedicated server that can handle all the authentication, authorization and management, making the whole process seamless. So let's start with the EM18 RFID reader module. This is the module we are going to use in this session. So this is the EM18 RFID reader and this is the card. So this technology is nothing new, but it is a piece of technology where digital data is encoded in RFID tag and can be decoded by an RFID reader using radio waves. So RFID is similar to barcoding, in which data from a tag is decoded by a device. So EM18 reader is a module that can read the ID information that's stored in the RFID tags. Here the RFID sticker store a 12-digit unique number which can be decoded by an EM18 reader module when the tag comes in range with the reader. So this module operates as a frequency of 125 kilohertz here, and it has a built-in antenna and is operating using a 5-volt DC power supply. It gives a serial data output and it has a range up to like 8 to 12 centimeter. So this is about RFID reader module. Then we will see a pin description of this module. So here it is. So first VCC. So 4.5 to 5 volt DC voltage input and ground pin, and it has a buzzer or some have LED pin. And coming to TX, this is a serial data transmitter pin of EM18 for RS232 output. And SEL, this must be high for using RS232 and low if using Wagon in the sense. Wagon data 0 and data 1. This is Wagon data 0 and Wagon data 1. Wagon refers to the technology that is used in card readers and sensors. Wagon is nothing but it is a technology which is used in card readers and sensors. So this system is wired communication interface that operates between a reader and a controller. So typically Wagon technology is found in cards like fingerprint readers or any other data capturing devices. And coming to then ThinkSpeak web server. So I think we have already discussed about the ThinkSpeak web server and how to use that web server, how to log in, everything and all in the previous session, right? So here we have to configure ThinkSpeak IoT platform where we are going to store all our data. Here we are using ThinkSpeak to store the user information. We have already saw about ThinkSpeak setup in previous class. So before getting into the code, just go to your ThinkSpeak web server, log in using your email ID, and here what we have to do is we have to create a new channel, and you can give name like IOT based event management system, and if you want you can give any description here, and field name like we are not going to use any field here, we are just going to export the Excel sheet from ThinkSpeak web server. I will explain about it later. So just I am going to give save channel. So here your channel ID, author, access is private, and if you go to API key, here you are write API key, and in this we are going to export the Excel datasheet from here. So now let's move to the coding part. So before programming the Node MCU, we need to find out the unique 12-digit RFID code. So every card holds 12 unique number. So as we discussed before, RFID tag contain a 12-digit unique code, and it can be decoded by using a RFID reader. So when we swipe the RFID card tag near the reader will give us a unique code through a serial port on getting connected to the Node MCU. For that we need to set up a small piece of code, and once we get the code for all our modules, we will need to keep them safe for later use. So now we are going to find out in this session we are going to use 5 cards, and we are going to find out the 5 cards unique 12-digit number. So first, integer count is equal to 0. So first I am going to initialize a variable called count. So this count is an integer variable which is initialized to 0. It will be used to keep track of the number of characters received. And then I am going to create an array called character card number. Inside an array I am going to give a number like 12. So because the card holds 12-digit number, right? So the card number is a character array of size 12. It will store the characters received from the serial input. And then coming to void setup, serial.begin 9600, which is baud rate. So this initialize the serial communication with a baud rate of 9600. It set up the communication between the microcontroller and the computer or laptop, whatever you are using. And then coming to void loop, I am going to start with the condition, if condition. So if serial dot available, which means if anything is available, so it checks if there are any characters available in the serial buffer. If there are characters available, it means data has been received. Inside the if statement, count is set to 0 to prepare the receiving a new card number. So then coming to while loop, here while of serial dot available and count lesser than 12. So this while loop ran as long as there are characters available and count is less than 12. So now what I am going to do is that now I am going to read the number and I am going to store it in an array. So I am going to read. For that purpose I am using serial dot read. So this reads a character from the serial buffer and stores it in the card number array at the current count index. So then we have to make an increment because the card had 12 digits, right? So then we have to make an increment count plus plus, and it increments the count variable to move to the next index of the card number array. At last I am going to give a small delay of 5 milliseconds between reading each character. So this helps to ensure all characters are received properly or not. So after this while loop finishes, I am going to print the card number on the serial monitor. For that purpose I gave serial.println card number. I am going to print the card number on the serial monitor. So now Let's move to the hardware part. The connection is very simple. So this is our module. Okay. So I have connected the VCC pin to the VIN pin of the ESP8266 and ground to ground, and the TS pin has to be connected with RX pin, but only after we uploading the code. So first we have to upload the code to our microcontroller, then only we have to connect this TX pin to this RX pin. So let me upload the code. Make sure that you have selected the correct board and port. It's uploading. Let us wait for few seconds. Let us wait for few seconds. I only noticed I think around 50 people have submitted your assignments. Those who are not submitting the assignments, make sure that you have to submit your assignments as soon as possible. So already it's 9th day. Tomorrow is 10th day. You will be assigned with next assignment. You have to do for second assignment and the same process. You have to post it in the group and you have to copy that link and you have to paste it in the Google form. So those who are not submitting the first assignment, try to complete it today itself. Now our code has been successfully uploaded to our microcontroller. Let me open the serial monitor. So don't forget that we have to connect the TS pin to the RX pin of the SP8266. Don't forget to connect that pin. Now I am going to show the tag in front of the reader. So yeah. So this is our first card number. So this is second, third, fourth and fifth. So note on the 12-digit unique PIN number of your card. We have to use this 12-digit unique number in our code for the later code. So this is how you have to find your 12-digit unique card number. So now let's move to the main code, event management system. Is it clear? Is it clear up to this topic? Do you know how to find out your card's number? If it was clear in the sense, drop thumbs up emoji in the chat box or say yes. If it is clear in the sense, then we have to move to the next topic. Is it clear, everyone? Shall we move to the next topic? Okay. Okay. Now let's move to the event management system code. So very first what we have to do is that this is all of the libraries. So we start the code by including all the required library files. We have used thingspeak.h library to communicate with ThinkSpeak platform. You can add this library with the help of board manager method. As we are using 16 cross 2 I2C based LCD, we have to include liquid crystal I2C.h library and wire.h library. We also need to include time library that will help us to get our current timestamp. So this library is for the Wi-Fi connection. So this is all about the library section. And then so here we are using I2C LCD. This is our I2C LCD's address 0 cross 27. This is column and row. We are using 16 cross 2 LCD. So in there is a session called I2C LCD. In later session we will learn about how to find out the address and how to connect with I2C, everything and all. So here I am just give an introduction about the I2C LCD. In later session we will learn deeply about the I2C LCD and everything and all. Okay. So this is the address, this is the column and this is the row. So this line actually initializes an object name LCD of the liquid crystal I2C class with the address 0 cross 27 and 16 cross 2 LCD configuration. So this object will be used to control the LCD display. So Friday itself I have provided the Facebook and LinkedIn group link. You have to join in that group and you have to do assignment and took screenshot of the code and post it in the group. And also you have to copy that link and you have to paste it in the Google form also. I have provided all the links in the Friday session as well as yesterday also. So once go and check. And now we have to define all the necessary network credentials. So unsigned long, channel number, here we have to mention our channel number. So go to ThinkSpeak, here you will get this is your channel number. So copy this and you have to paste it in your code here. So this is a 9989. Okay, this is our channel number. And then coming to API key, our API key is here. So copy this and paste it in your code. That's it. And then SSID and password of your Wi-Fi. So this channel number is an unsigned long variable that stored the ThinkSpeak channel number. You should replace the placeholder value with your actual ThinkSpeak channel number. And then coming to API key, it is a character array that stored the ThinkSpeak write API key. You should replace the placeholder value with your actual ThinkSpeak write API key. And SSID is a character that stores the name of the Wi-Fi network to connect to, and this is the password of your Wi-Fi network. And then int count, which is initialized to 0. So count is an integer variable which is used to keep track of the number of characters received. And then coming to integer visitors count, which is equal to 0. This is an integer variable which is used to store the number of visitors. So how many people are visited? We are going to store it in this variable called visitor count. And then character input array, inside I gave 12. So input is a character array of size 12 which is used to store the characters received from the serial input. And then coming to this, we are going to use 5 cards, right? So for that I gave A, B, C, D, E. So these are integer variables used as flag to track if a specific card ID has been processed before or not. And then Wi-Fi client. So client is an object of the Wi-Fi client class used for handling Wi-Fi client connections and everything and all. And constant character pointer string. So str is a pointer to a constant character array used to store the current time. And then coming to void setup, serial.begin, inside I gave 9600 as a baud rate. So it initializes the serial communication with a baud rate of 9600. And then this line, config time, inside the bracket I gave this. So this sets the time on the ESP8266 board by using an NTP, which is Network Time Protocol Server. So the parameter 11 cross 1800 represents the time zone offset in second, which is 11 hours ahead of UTC. So then this wire begin initializes the I2C communication using the wire library on the ESP8266 board, specifying the data and clock pin as D2 and D1. So D2 is data pin and D1 is clock pin. And then LCD is begin. LCD is begin. So which is initializes the LCD displays with 16 columns and 12 rows. And then I am initializing the LCD display. And then it turns on the backlight of the LCD. Then I am setting the cursor where I want to print the statement. I am going to print it in 0th row, 0th column, like welcome to, and in 0th column first I am going to print like pantech, welcome to pantech, and then I am going to give a delay of 2 seconds. And then I am going to clear the content which is displayed on the LCD. And I am going to start the Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi begin SSID password. So this attempts to connect the Wi-Fi network using the provided SSID and password. And then coming to while loop. So this waits in a loop until the Wi-Fi connection is established. the loop repeatedly checks the status of the Wi-Fi connection. And inside I gave delay of 500 millisecond, and then I am printing some dot. So this displays a dot on the serial monitor to indicate that the Wi-Fi connection is in progress. And then it will print a message like the Wi-Fi is connected, and then this line. So this will print the local IP address of the ESP8266 board on the serial monitor. And then again I am making the cursor 0th column and first row I am going to print like Wi-Fi is connected, and after 2 seconds it will clear the statement. And then comes ThinkSpeak.begin. So this initializes the ThinkSpeak library with the specified client. So this prepares the library to communicate with the ThinkSpeak server. So everything is set under void setup function. Now coming to void loop. Here at first I gave set cursor at 0th row, 0th column, and then this display the message like number of visitors followed by the value of visitor count on the LCD at the current cursor position, and then time now. So this retrieves the current time in seconds since the epoch and stored it in now variable. And then this, so this convert the current time stored in the now variable into string representation using the ctime function and assign it to the str variable, string variable. And then one condition, if condition. So if serial is available, it checks if there is incoming serial data available or not. So this line initializes the count variable to 0. It will use it to keep track of the number of character read from the serial input. Then again a while loop. So this while loop reads character from the serial input and stores them in the input array. It continues reading as long as there is serial data is available and the count is less than 12. So indicating that 12 characters have not been read yet. It stores it in the input array at the current count index, and then the increments count, and then a small delay of 5 milliseconds between each read. And then this if count double equal to 12. So this if statement checks if the count is equal to 12, indicating that 12 characters have been successfully read from the serial input. So inside again another if statement which is for. So this if condition is true, it compares the first 12 characters stored in the input array with the string name is this. We have already found out the card number in the previous code, right? So if they match and A is equal to 0, if this two condition is true, in the sense it means that the specific card or input is detected for the first time. So then in the 0th column and first row it will print a message like welcome Indu, and then it increments the visitor count, and that in make A is equal to 1 and sets a delay of 2000 milliseconds, which is 2 seconds. So set A to 1 to indicate that the card has been detected, and we have added a delay of 2 seconds, and it clears the LCD display and call the send data function with the argument Indu to send the data to the ThinkSpeak platform. So similarly for the remaining names, you have used for 5 cards, right? So this is for the first one and the remaining 4 are for the remaining 4. The same thing. So this line, check if these two conditions are true. If true, in the sense it will come inside. So the first 0th column in first row it will print a message like welcome Guru, and it will change the B value to 1 and it will increment the visitor count, and after 2 seconds it will clear the display and it send the data as Guru to the ThinkSpeak web server. So similarly for remaining 3, check the condition and print the message in the 0th column first row and make the count to 1 and it increment the visitor count, and after 2 seconds it will clear the screen and send the data to the ThinkSpeak web server. So this is the 4th card, this is the 5th card. At last, else condition. So what is this else condition is for? So first, 0th column in first row, in this case it sets the LCD cursor to the first column for the second row using this function. It will print a message like welcome back. You are tagging the same card again, in the sense it will print a message like welcome back. If you are tapping the card named Harini for twice, in the sense for the first time it will print a message like welcome Harini. If you are tapping the card once again, in the sense it will show a message like welcome back. So after 2 seconds again it will clear the screen. At last, void send data function. So this is the function definition for send data function. It takes a string parameter named input. So first this, it sets the first field of ThinkSpeak object to the value of the input parameter input, and the second field is for str string. At last, ThinkSpeak write field, character number and write API. So finally it calls the ThinkSpeak.write fields with character number and API key to write the field to the ThinkSpeak channel specified by channel number and API key. So this is all about our code. So now let's connect the hardware. So okay. So here we have to interface LCD. So the LCD consists of 4-pin I2C LCD, not a normal LCD. Here we are using, this is the 16x2 LCD. This is so yeah, this is the data pin and this is the clock pin. I think it's too bright. Wait, I will show you. So now we have to upload the code. So see, I didn't connect the transmitter pin to the receiver pin. After uploading the code only we have to connect this pin to the receiver pin. So first let me upload the code into the microcontroller. Please wait for a few minutes. Is it clear? Is the code is clear? Are you able to understand the code? Are you guys understood the concept and the programming part, everything and all? Is it clear? Wait a minute. I will let's try this. Yeah, it's compiling. Let us wait for a few minutes. Do you have any doubts regarding this, or is it clear? What about the remaining members? Do you have any doubts, or is it clear? Is it clear in the sense, please drop your answers in the chat box. Drop thumbs up emoji or S in the chat box, please. Yeah, Selva Kumar, it's clear, okay. Santosh, okay. What about the remaining one? Yeah, thank you for your response. Yeah, it's uploading. Yeah. So now our code has been successfully uploaded. Now what we have to do is that we have to connect the TX pin of the EM18 reader to the RX pin of the ESP8266. Then only you will get your output. So open your serial monitor. So make sure that you have connected the correct, select the correct baud rate. So 9600, 9600 yes. So here it will show like number of visitors. Is it visible? Is it visible to you guys? Number of visitors is 0. Okay. Now let me reset this. First it will print a message like welcome to Pantech. And if a Wi-Fi is connected, in the sense it will print a message like Wi-Fi is connected here. I think it is too bright. Oh yeah, Wi-Fi is connected. So number of visitor is 0. So first I am going to tap a card. So welcome Gayu. Visitor is now changed to 1. So welcome Harini. Now the visitor is 2. So welcome Indu. Now visitor is 3. So welcome Aju. Now our visitor is 4. Now welcome Guru, visitor is 5. So when I again tap the code, the same code again, so it print a message like welcome back. So this is our output. Now let me show you in the, so now open ThinkSpeak, wait, ThinkSpeak. Here we have to change, we are going to export the data sheet, we are not going to import. So here you have to change the time zone. Let us change this to Kolkata, where it is here. So now just click download. So here it is. So if you open your Excel sheet, in the sense it will show you like Gayu, Indu, Guru along with time, sorry, everything. Okay, so there is something wrong in that. So I will show you the previous one. I have already downloaded another. Wait for a few minutes. I will show you clearly. So the output will look like this. So first, is it clear? So first it will print the message like welcome to Pantech. After a Wi-Fi is connected, so it will print like Wi-Fi is connected. Now it will show like number of visitors 0. So now welcome Guru, welcome Indu. So like 5 cards. So then we have to go to the ThinkSpeak web server and we have to change the time zone, and we can download the Excel sheet. Wait. The Excel sheet will look like this. Okay. It will print along with date, time, everything and all. So this is our output. Is it clear? So this is all about today's session. Is it clear? So in tomorrow's class, we will see about the different topic. So this is all about today's session. Is everyone is clear? Do you have any doubt regarding this topic? If you are all clear in the sense, let us wind it up here. So okay, thank you everyone. We'll catch up at tomorrow's class with different topics.